go, David. We've got the start. Just started. Oh, I've got the Anvil. How's everyone? Phil, David, Ruben. I think Paul might be here. Sorry guys. Just me with my technical glitches as usual. See my camera's making my lower body look very big compared to my bottom. I mean, I'll start again. The camera's making my lower body look much bigger than top. Pretty much, David. Oh man. How's the sound? Is it good? I'm not too loud. I don't know if that's a good thing, Ruben. Thanks, David. I got the microphone right ahead of me, covering up my bar tape. That's the other thing, issue I was having. Hopefully guys start dropping their anvils on the hill here. Here we go. Dropped in the first 5 minutes, let's see. Yep, done the update. The new wheels, new bike. Even bought them already. Alright, here we go. There's a new road to the right. Up this ramp, you'll see. Play this quick. Oh gosh. Oh. You see the guy use the Anvil on that last kicker? Just went backwards like a rock. Oh, got a big kick here. Not quite on yet. Alright, everything's settling. Oh. Oh. Thanks, Phil. Alright, so we wander around for a bit, do a sprint banner, and then back up the other direction of the climb. I just got to try and hang with the top 10 there. I see you back. There's Nick up the road. Got teammates. Let's see if they chase. Someone's bridging across. Use the momentum up the hill. Yeah, Phil. People get scared of the New York Com. I think they think it's a longer effort than it really is. So they hold off a bit. Nick's off the front again. So I'm going to super chuck this. Not the music in the background too much, or is it good? Thanks, Phil. Maybe I've actually produced a half decent stream, apart from the camera and late start issue. Lights on the neck now. It's a hot 6 or 7 degrees out there. I just run hot for some reason. Good, David. What I want to hear. Get the screenshot, hey, before I get dropped. So here's a feather on this sprint coming up. I could hold it for the com. Maybe I'll do that instead. No one cares about the points. You gotta wait 24 hours. By then you moved on. Can't see Mark O'Brien in the group. Mustn't have started. Thank God. So Ben Hill, this is the hitter and Aero's team. Also Sam Lindsay. All of them really. Me and Nick, he always beat me, but we're always there or thereabouts. Right, I'm gonna super tuck. Maybe not. Oh, when's Phil Lovett's video coming out? With you and Phil, David? Well, I can ask Phil as well. Come on, Super Duck. It's like too late. Oh yeah, up this hill. I look forward to it. No one's really going for it yet. I don't think anyone cares about points really. There's Kel. Oh, there goes someone. I almost lost my eyes. You do that, David. There'll probably just be images of your flicks on Chris Pritchard's ass. I put my towel on the mic. Probably better you didn't hear that comment anyway. Oh, my legs look huge in this, especially when it is. The concern was high, David, I assume, while the camera was on. How's the training going, Phil? I think we're still looking at dessert. Who knows what the audience wants? And that's people stuffing their face full of cake. So Greg Morgan and Nick Bellakic's here. They're the guys that I'm hoping to beat. They're always around roundabouts my finishing position. Kel Power, no chance. Good, Phil. That's the good thing about ZWIFT, it gives you breakthroughs because it lowers your signature. So eventually you have to make a breakthrough. It makes you feel good. Yeah, Kel. Ben Hill's a bit heavier. But Ben Hill's a proper proper cyclist. As in, he could step into a Tour de France team and work as a good domestique and not look out of place. Nick Bello kicks. He's a time trial specialist. I think he's either 11th or 12th the last 4 times in the national champs. Here in Australia, half the country's in lockdown again. So the being winter and also lockdown there, a lot of Australian riders are on ZWIFT. You weren't leading the train this time, David. Oh, it's a dripping sweat. I washed the bike yesterday. Definitely take it for a wash again after this. Hence the bar tape not being fixed yet. I look forward to the video of the pain phases. I like those workouts, Phil. If I don't do ZWIFT races, those are the workouts I do. Smash yourself for 30 seconds, 15 seconds rest, smash again. Can't really follow them, you just can't pedal. And I'm over and done with quick. I can't do too many of that, otherwise it really severely limits me in my training. Not quite super tuck spot yet. I think we're going back up the climb now. Oh no, still a little bit to go, I think. Pretty certain this climb coming up. Definitely climbing out of something, yeah. Now you got a solid water bottle. Here we go. To climb up onto this level and then round and back up the climb. drop back a bit now that the climb's in. Okay. Around the park, not the climb. Then we got about 6 or 7, maybe 8 kilometres to the finish. Thanks, David. Let that wheel go. Yeah, not worried about Greg and the pink breaking away. I've got the power. I just got to stick with him on the climb. Or beat him. Beat him is better. Roll up the hill. Good timing, got to the back to roll the next one. Roll up this one again. So here's a pedal on the steepest part of the climb. Comp. Gives you about 1.5 seconds advantage, I think. Depends, there's two spots. There's a long ramp in the middle or the last kicker at the end before the banner. See how I'm sitting. I'd rather use it for the kicker at the banner to get momentum on the downhill. Here we go, coming up to the comp. Okay, David. Remember the banner's not the finish as well. We go. Still got to do a sprint afterwards. Oh, too far in front here. Try and get a little bit of draft before this hill. Rightio. I'll go hard on the first kicker. Oh, Greg says good luck. Hard on the second. That's some draft. Oh yeah. Whew. Got a pack to go home with. I'm good. Right, yeah. See if Greg gets back or we drop him. Oh, look at there, guys. Pretty good position here. Don't get dropped then. I didn't use up my downhill. I have to sprint, but I'm not sure. But I think it's long enough, but I'll risk it. Oh, God. I'm in the car. Let's go, right, Chase. Oh, good. They're gonna play tactics with me. Oh, I can't ruin myself. Excited. Someone's gonna attack over the top. One point floating it. Try, David. Hopefully he's up for a bit longer. Yeah. Okay, I'm done. No chance. No chance. I tried to go. I had nothing. I tried to rest. I had nothing. But 6th place in that field. That's ridiculous. I was dropped so many times. Thanks, guys. Let's look at that stupid graph. Well, interestingly, he absolutely annihilated the rest of the top 10. Still coming in. Greg, there he is. I managed to lose him on that climb on the descent. He's 10th. Still no 10 yet. Let's go to the graph. Red, red, red. Look at that, only this bit of yellow, the sweet spot. That was definitely one of those rides feel that 30 seconds on, 15 seconds off is designed. Look at this. So the other day when I was doing my 6-hour ride, get off the bike for a half-an-hour break, get back on, spin the pedals, and the ride just shoots forward 2,000 watts. Didn't pick it up on Zert on my Zert player. I think it's an Amp Plus issue with ZWIFT. Doesn't do it in Bluetooth because I had it before on my long cafe rides. So it ruined my graph. You can get rid of it, but then I ruin all this stuff here. Probably ruins all that anyway. But it was just a shoot forward and I just stopped. Pedaled slowly again, so hopefully it didn't ruin any of this. But here we go, so my best power on this computer for 2 to 3 minutes on that com. What was it? 320. I was just trying to make the split on the descent. Right, what's happening in the chat? Yeah, exactly, Phil. This is what ZWIFT power doesn't recognise. I know I'm not the best at these spiky efforts, but I'm definitely on the upper end of being able to do repeat efforts. Go again, repeat, go again. Whether that's just physiological or training, or just pushing myself hard every ride. I don't know what every ride, but every race. I definitely think it's definitely physiological, but whether I've trained myself to do better or it's just happy coincidence. People say ZWIFT's all about 20-minute power who don't know ZWIFT. The reality is it's not. Like Mark O'Brien, who's extremely strong, 6 watts per kilo, and he absolutely kills us on these courses and or Innsbruck, anywhere with a long sustained 3 or 4 minute efforts. You put him on the flatter courses and he gets nailed in the sprints. So it kind of annoys when people pigeonhole what ZWIFT races are, because you've got someone like Ed, someone like Holden, Como, who's, I think I've got better 20-minute power than him in terms of watts per kilo, but his sprint is ridiculous. So he just owns the flat races. That's my rant. Now I'm going to tip my camera for next ZWIFT. It's alright if my head gets the same spot as my knees, it's alright. It's when my head is here, so my hand looks much bigger. Maybe I've got to zoom in on the camera. David, you're a camera guy. Is it just, what's the field of view? But do I just zoom in on the camera to change the field of view so it's more representative of my proportions? Maybe I've got to put the camera on the back fence. What you'll find with ZWIFT, Phil, is that it's amazing for anything below 1 hour 20 efforts. After that's still good because it knows your strain, but the MPA is designed about your max efforts. So for your long rides, I look at ZWIFT for my stress, but I kind of ignore the MPA because after 6 hours, there's no way you can draw your MPA down. ZWIFT guys know that. But it's impossible to model how each person is going to react on a 5-hour ride. Because you do a 5-hour ride one day, and 2 days later you do the same ride, and if you feel differently, the weather's different, you can't model that. They can model the 1 hour power very well. Put the camera back on the water there, David. Put my big fan back on. I swapped my microphone over. So when I bang my ironing board, it doesn't make noises on the camera now, on the microphone now. I still wobble around though. I've got my bike on 2 yoga mats just to give it a little bit of freedom. Oh, should be in the little ring, but so what did Kel Power do it in 2:42? So we managed to catch him, despite the fact that he did it 14 seconds faster. I'm guessing he must have backed off and waited at the top. What else can I ramble on about? So the microphone is much better the way it is. I think I moved it with my whatever you call that thing. I moved it with my towel. I'm probably better off without you guys hearing what I'm saying. So you're doing, well, you aren't going to do the classic A, David, because it's too hot. I think Ruben might have gone. You guys are really suffering with the heat. David, if you want, I might test it out. I've already tested the Tron. I tested out the Canyon Aero with your favourite wheels, the DT Swiss. The Canyon Aero with the 3.4s. The Canyon Aeros with the lightweights. I did the Bridgestone with the lightweights. Guess what's faster up this comm? Well, okay, guess what's faster at 500 watts up this comm? Don't ask him how I know. Well, if they're in a league of their own, up the Alp, they might not necessarily be up here. Up here, if you're doing, I think up at 150 watts, the Tron's 2 seconds slower than the, I think it's the lightweights or the Envies with the Bridgestone. But as soon as you up the power, an Aero becomes a thing. The Tron's faster by half a second. So, unless you're going up the Alp, and unless you're really low powered, I don't know if these new bikes are actually going to make any difference. But even here, because it's really steep pitches here, you'd think that a lighter bike's going to make a big difference on the momentum that you lose. But if you're doing decent power and you're doing 13, 14 kilometers an hour, I should say. Unfortunately for you and I, the lightweight climbing bikes don't help. And as you can see in that race, if you're lucky like me, and you lose 14 seconds on the climb, you can still make it up on the descent. So I might do the test again. Well, I might do the test up the Alp. Because I'll put it at the power that you'll do, not the power that ZWIFT power do, because I don't think they up the watts enough. They do it too much for the B riders and the C riders. Well, that's the thing, David. Depends on how ZWIFT calculate Aero. But if you're moving faster, and then you get an Aero advantage, are they giving you the Aero advantage for the change in speed or not? I haven't got enough blood in my brain to work out. But my point is, we go faster. And so even though I know with power say, oh, it doesn't matter what speed you're doing, Aero is Aero. On my test, it shows that's a load of ZWIFT. And ZWIFT might have changed the aerodynamics, like I know the new update. If you look at the update, it says they've changed the pack dynamics. I didn't really notice in this race. It's probably more noticeable in London. I think they're going to try and make it so as you're coming into riders, you keep moving, you don't get stuck. And also, I think they might swerve you back in. So we'll never know what they've done to the aerodynamics in the draft every time they change the pack dynamics. I was thinking about making a video of it, but the big issue for me is that as soon as you start playing around with that plus, people start thinking that you're cheating. And I know for me I don't cheat, but still, anyone that gets beaten by anyone usually thinks the other person's cheating. Yeah, that's probably what it is, David. I did read it like literally 3 seconds before I was trying to set my stream up. Thanks, Daz. Yeah, I won. No, but I did actually do a lot better than I expected. Just like your race, Dave. And Dave. Speaking of David and Daz. Thanks, Daz. Yeah, I've only got the small fan going. My microphone's right here. I was watching Daz's race earlier, guys, and people were throwing the anvils as they were going up hills. And as you saw in my race, a guy... There's a win for me in terms of I was stuck with the Aero guys and the D-Pack guys for the finish. I'm not going to give, but I shouldn't have been there. It was just a bit of luck, bit of racecraft. I'm not throwing anvils on 8% climbs like some of you guys did. One of the guys threw one and just went backwards like a brick. Hilarious. How do people not know what anvils do and they're racing in Cat 1 and Cat 2? I can understand if you bump it accidentally. Still. Watch back your stream, guys, you'll see that's what my comments were about. Guys were throwing anvils. Like even guys were doing it on 8%, but a guy was doing it on a 2% climb. I was pretty happy with it, David. There's a couple of times where I managed to sneak into the back just as we were approaching those little kickers. I definitely use the power that I've got. I can't afford to race stupidly with my watts per kilo for 20 minutes. Although it would be nice if I was in that too. Rightio. Well, I better end the stream before I start saying stuff that gets me in trouble. Yeah, Daz, I had issues with my, I'll show you, I had issues with my camera. Gotta unlock it. I had issues with my camera, so I've got to change the field of view. I've got to zoom it in, because if I see my head gets smaller and smaller, I look very ridiculous. It's alright if I'm here, but because my knees are here and the, yeah. Because I was actually using my new, well not my new, but I'm using my phone that I use, not my old phone for the camera. So the field of view, it puts me off. Maybe you guys think it's okay. Yeah, exactly. Little pinhead. I think Chris Pritchard could probably use his view for his old crutch cam, I think. He hasn't done crutch cam for a while. I think he's probably gotten too big on YouTube to get in trouble for it. Oh. Anyway, guys, if you haven't looked at, watch Daz's stream as well. Thanks, David. Have a good ride. I know you guys are up sweltering in England. It's the humidity, I think, and in here in Melbourne we can have 35-degree days. That's absolutely fine, and the next day it's 30 degrees and 90% humidity. That's just horrid to ride indoors. You need air conditioning. Alright, I'll do my outro. Thanks for watching, guys. Surprisingly a good race. Catch you later.